I'm Olivia, a custody advisor at Wall Street Prison Consultants. Today I'm going to explain federal arraignments. The federal criminal justice system in the United States is structured to ensure due process for all individuals accused of committing a crime. Before I explain further, you need to keep in mind it's a bad idea to plead guilty at an arraignment. For a proper defense, you should examine any evidence or discovery the government may have against you and use that as a basis for negotiating a plea agreement. You will always have an opportunity to change your plea later. Keep in mind that just because the prosecutor may allege something in an indictment, it doesn't necessarily make it so. An arraignment is the formal court proceeding where an accused individual, now termed a defendant, is informed of the charges against them and asked to enter a plea in response. In federal cases, arraignments are typically held in a U.S. district court. The court commences by reading the indictment or the criminal complaint to the defendant. This document outlines the specific charges and allegations. The court ensures that the defendant is aware of their fundamental rights. This includes the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, and the right to a speedy trial. The defendant is then given an opportunity to enter a plea in response to the charges. The common pleas are not guilty, where the defendant denies the allegations and the case will proceed to trial. As said before, you can always change your plea later. Guilty, where the defendant admits to the allegations. A sentencing date is typically set following this plea, and the trial process is bypassed. No contest, where the defendant neither admits nor denies the charges. This plea has the same immediate effect as a guilty plea, but cannot be used as an admission of guilt in a civil lawsuit. The court then decides whether the defendant will be held in custody or granted release on bail. Factors considered include the nature and severity of the charges, the defendant's criminal history, and potential flight risk. If the defendant cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one, usually a public defender, to represent them. The significance of the arraignment ensures that the defendant is fully aware of the charges against them and the potential consequences. This transparency is essential for a fair trial. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to counsel. By appointing an attorney for those who cannot afford one, the arraignment upholds this constitutional right. Based on the plea, the court can schedule subsequent proceedings, whether it's pretrial motions, plea bargain discussions, or the trial itself. For more information on understanding federal arraignments and how they can affect your case, you should consider hiring a prison consultant.